Hello everyone, welcome again to the video series on computer science with Python for class 12th. In this video, we will continue our discussion on binary file handling. Let us start. So in last video we have seen how to write and read data from binary files using encode and decode library functions. But the problem of using encode and decode function is when you try to add a string, it is okay. When you try to read a string, it is also okay. But this encode and decode function cannot handle several different types of object. Suppose when you want to write several objects into a binary file, for instance I want to write a string, at the same time I want to write a integer, perhaps a list. So I want to write 2 3 or 4 5 different kinds of objects into the binary file. So in that case, encode and decode function is not sufficient to write all these different variety of objects. It can handle strings very easily, but when it comes to entering writing list, string or dictionaries, different objects at the same time into a binary file, then it is very difficult to do that with uh, encode and decode function. So for that, Python provides as a module known as pickle. Okay, Python provides a module known as pickle module, which provides certain functions that makes it very easy to do various operations on binary file. So it provides the ability to serialize and deserialize objects. That means it converts objects into bit streams which can be stored in files and later be used to reconstruct the original object. That means while you are writing something, say a list or a string or a tuple, whatever, so when you are going to write something, automatically it will be converted into bit strings, and when you try to retrieve the objects from the binary file, automatically they will be reconstructed to the original form using the functions available in this pickle module. So what functions we are going to use from this pickle module? We are going to use basically two functions. First is dump, second is load. The syntax of using dump function is we have to write pickle.dump, then it takes two arguments, the object and file handle. The object itself, what I want to write, say it is a integer, a string or a list, whatever I need to write that object, comma, second argument will be the file handle or the file object where in which a file I am going to write the object. Similarly, to reading something, we are having a function known as load. The syntax will be pickle.load. It takes only one argument, the file handle or the file object name of the file which the file handle being referred to. So it will automatically read one object at a time from that file to which this file handle points. Okay, so dump writes the object into file referenced by this file handle. It writes the data into the binary file, and dump retrieves the data from the binary file. So basically we are going to use these two functions. So let us go to our Jupyter notebook and try to execute one program using this, because we are going to use this pickle module. First we need to import that, import pickle. Let us open a file. File object equals to, suppose I am opening a file in a folder, this is my path name where I am storing files. Sorry. Okay, say the file is bin file or binary file 2 .dat. This file I am going to create and I am going to open it say in write mode. Okay, and then let us create different types of objects. Suppose I am having a my int, some integer value that stores some value. Suppose my string it contains a string, and suppose I am having a list also. Suppose it contains some numbers. Okay, so here we are having three different kind of object. First one is a integer, this is a string, and this is a list. Now let us try and insert all these three different items, three different objects into this binary file, bin file 2. So for that, which function we are going to use? We are having two functions, remember, dump and load. Which one is used for writing? Yes, we are going to use the dump function. The syntax will be pickle dot dump, and this function takes two argument. First is the object I want to write, and second is where I want to write. Suppose I want to write the integer first, so I will write my int, the variable my int, comma, and in which file I want to write? I want to write in bin file 2, which is being pointed by this file object f. So I will write f. Okay, next, now this statement that we have written, it will write this integer into the file. Now suppose I want to write this string also. Same way we can write pickle.dump. Now instead of the integer, we can give our string as an argument. Into the same file object. Now say I want to write something else. Let us write the list also. All three objects that we have created above, I am writing all in this binary file. Okay, so see, these three lines dumps or writes three different kind of object into the binary file. Unlike this encode and decode, which generally works on strings, but here we are writing integer, strings, list, everything into that same binary file. So now this writing is over, so let us close the file. Now let us try to read the file again. Now this part is over with writing the data into the file. Now we will open the same file now in read mode and try to get our data. So let me make it RB, read binary. So dump function is used to write the data into the store the data in the binary file, and the opposite load function is used to retrieve data from the binary file. So what we can do, suppose I will create some variables. A equals to, I'll write pickle dot load from where? From this file object f. So it will read the first object that is there in this file. So which file of first object we have written is my int. So here we will get that my int 25 as a. So let us do it slightly quicker. So second, I will read suppose another variable b that will take the next object that is present in that file. In this case it is the string, and then suppose the c will take the third object returned from this load function, that is my list. Okay, so a here is 25, b is the string I love Python, and c is the list that we have written. All three objects are now being retrieved from the file. Now let us print all this. I'm making it slightly quicker. While you are writing, you can add more formatting. Prints could have been more better if you give proper messages. Okay, so I'm directly printing to save time only, because the video is going to be very long if I write all the print and all. Okay, so in this part we have opened the file, load 3 times, that means we are reading 3 objects from the file and then printing this. Okay, so let me run this. Okay, some error is there. My string is not defined. Sorry, string. Okay. Now see, we are getting the output 25. First a, we are printing a is what? A is the first object that is retrieved from the file, that is 25. Second is the string, and the third one is the list. So using dump and load function, we can handle, we can read or write any kind of object, say it is a dictionary or tuple, those things can also be we can store and retrieve from binary files using dump and load functions. But remember, always while you are using dump or load function, you need to first import pickle module. Okay, initially try to import the pickle module and then try to use the dump and load function. Okay, now let us move to to our slide again. Okay, some problem is there. Okay, what we can do is, now see here I read this file manually because there are three objects. I use this load functions 3 times. So what more thing we can do, we can iterate through this binary file. We'll write a program that will iterate through the binary file while loading the data. So first part will remain same. Let me add one more object. Suppose, so in the previous case we have written an integer, string and list. Now suppose I am going to write a dictionary also. Let us create a dictionary. Suppose this is 1 is the key and value is ABC, then 2 is the key and value is XYZ, 3 is the key and value is PQR. Okay, so now we are having 4 different objects: integer, string, list and dictionary. Now in the next phase we are writing the integer, string, list. Now let us write the dictionary also. Same program, I am changing it slightly. Okay, so 4 objects are written into the same file. We are using the same file here. So now this file contains all these 4 objects. So while reading, the reading part we can have we can write in a better way. So what I am trying to say is, instead of loading the file again and again, so suppose now I need to read 4 objects, so I need to write one more time pickle.load. So why to do this? Why not use a loop to read the data? Getting? So suppose there are 100 objects, so we cannot write pickle load for 100 times. Now we cannot write the same line and again. Always we are having loops, we are having these loops to help in that regard. Okay, that is I am going to do. So initially I am setting a infinite loop while true. Inside that we are going to use try and catch, try except mechanism, if you remember. So in that I am reading. Now suppose record equals to, I am reading record equals to pickle dot load from F and then print record. Okay, this will go on except end of file error. Whenever there is a end of file error, then we are going to break from the loop. Okay, so what I have done now in this case, to read the data, instead of writing pickle.load again and again, what we have done, we have set up a infinite loop while true. So this will execute forever until we encounter a break statement, because the condition is always true. So what I am doing, I have used a okay, we are using a try and except block of exception handling. So in that, what I am doing, in try block I am trying to load the data, and every time I am loading some data from the file, I am printing as it is. Okay, so first it will load the integer, then the string, then the list, then the dictionary. So this will go on 4 times, okay, smoothly. But when you try to load the data for the 5th time, and because the file has ended, we will generate an end of file error. So in that case, the try will push the control to this except block, and here I have written break. So whenever there is no more record to read, automatically it will come to accept and it will break the infinite loop. Okay, so until there are some files, until there are some records or some objects, it will keep on printing 1 2 3 4 and many times whatever objects are there, it will print. Whenever all the objects are over, there is nothing to load in that file, automatically it will come to the except block and it will break the infinite loop, so that we come out of the loop. Let me run this. Yes, see 1 2 3 4 objects we are getting. So it will load for first time it is loading integer, then it will load the string, then the list, then the dictionary. Up to this it is okay. When the fifth time it attempts to read again pickle.load f, and there is no more data to read, in that case we are getting a situation of end of file error, so it will come to the accept part and here it will break. Okay, so this is a more easier version of reading data from the binary file. Okay, so in next videos we'll see some slight complex programs using pickle module to handle binary files. Thank you.